Welcome to TS Designs. I'm Eric Henry, President of TS Designs. Our company started in 1977 by Tom Syneath, and I later joined with my company in 1978 to form TS Designs Incorporated in 1980. We grew to become a large contract screen printer in Burlington, North Carolina. A great business model until NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreement, was enacted in January 1 of 1994. And we saw pretty much all the brands we're doing work for go overseas in 2 years. So I had the unfortunate and painful job of laying off over 100 of our 120 employees. TS Designs was an early adopter of what we call the triple bottom line: people, planet, and profit. And that is our guiding star of what we do and run as a business. A little bit more about TS Designs. We're focused on making the highest quality, most sustainable printed apparel in the world. And we do that by, first of all, looking at domestic apparel manufacturing, natural fibers, water-based inks. But another thing that's very, very important to us is the transparency of our supply chain. Who made our t-shirt? Today, 97% of our clothes are made overseas. And I know we live in a global economy, and we're not going to put that genie back in the bottle. But what's very frustrating is we as a consumer do not have access to that information or where our clothes are made. And if you go by that country of origin, that is just the last place that product was manufactured. So again, focusing on a triple bottom line of people, planet, and profit, and we continue that journey of creating that highest quality, most sustainable printed apparel. North Carolina is one of the best places in the world at the intersection of agriculture and apparel. Shortly after NAFTA destroyed our business in the mid-90s, we launched a brand called Cotton of Carolinas. And it was very unique at the time, and it's unique today. We actually go to a farmer in North Carolina and buy the fiber directly from the farmer. And then we take that fiber and we facilitate that process, as we call dirt to shirt, to basically produce the shirt that I'm wearing here today. And the coolest thing is we do it in about 700 miles in a completely transparent supply chain within North and South Carolina. We live in a time where I know price is important, but also only focusing on price can get you in some very bad places. And that's no more true than the apparel industry. And as I talked about earlier, 97% of our clothes are made overseas, and not knowing where they're made and who they're made by gets you in places that you would be embarrassed about manufacturing. And so I urge you, when you make that purchase, to look beyond the price and ask those hard questions. Where is it made and who made it? And get those answers. Because basically, it starts with education. And the more you know and the better decisions you can make. We live in a very chaotic, fast-changing world. And something that helps us in these times of not knowing which way to go is our guiding star of a triple bottom line: people, planet, and profit. So anytime we get faced with a new decision, it might be a new supplier, it might be a new product, it might be a new way of doing business, we always make sure we ask that question beyond the first question: what is it going to cost? We also want to know, what's the impact to people and planet? And one thing I've said after doing this since the mid-90s, what this will do is give you a lot more stronger, sustainable base in which you operate a business from. Again, thank you for the opportunity. Again, I'm Eric Henry, President of TS Designs. We're based in Burlington, North Carolina, near Greensboro. So if you're ever in the area, please stop by. We'd love to connect with you.